How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Ranked Report. So this week we are using a team that may be familiar if you've been keeping up with the Spikemuth metagame. This was the team that Colin Hire, the Battle Room, used to win the same Spikemuth tournament I was in a few weeks ago, on the Top Cup. He ended up winning that with this team that I think he and Joe UX9 built. It is a Sunroom team. Sunroom's an archetype that tends to pop up a lot in kind of early formats. It's normally a decent go-to. You've got a lot of options. You've got fast mode or slow mode. And in this particular team, the Trick Room mode is absolutely devastating. So this is the same 6 Pokemon, same items, same moves as was on the original team. The EV spreads I didn't actually know. So I've just kind of made these ones up. I know that Landorus was kind of slow with a bit more bulk, but I'm used to using Max Speed Lando, so I just use Max Speed Lando on my team. So the key pairings on this team are first of all Hatterene and Indeedee. So Indeedee comes in, sets up Psychic Terrain for Hatterene, who then spams Expanding Force, boosted by, in my case, not Incense, Twisted Spoon. Basically, it's an item that boosts the power of your Psychic moves. And yeah, you go Follow Me, Trick Room, generally. Sometimes you don't need to follow me, but the majority of the time you'll click Follow Me, Trick Room if you're leading that. You'll set up TR, and then you will just press Psychic moves most of the time, unless they have a Psychic Resist, in which case you might click a Fairy move. And then the other key pairing is Torkoal Lilligant. So Lilligant has Chlorophyll, which doubles its speed in Sun, and Torkoal has Drought, sets up the Sun for Lilligant. So that lead pair, you tend to either like spam Sleep Powders with Lilligant, or you can click After You, which what that does is you pick a target, and then that target then moves immediately after the Pokemon using After You has moved. So because Lilligant's super fast with Chlorophyll, you can use After You Eruption, and Torkoal will go first, and it will use a Sun boosted, Charcoal boosted Eruption. That's an option. I think it's not one that's actually used as much as you'd expect. A lot of the time you're clicking Sleep Powder or Leaf Storm. Yeah, that's kind of the basic Sun mode. Obviously Torkoal also works nicely under Trick Room, so a lot of the time you'll bring like Indeedee, Hatterene, Torkoal +1, and try and set up in positions where you're just pressing Eruption and Expanding Force. And that will delete everything, ever. Like Expanding Force and Eruption both do crazy amounts of damage. And then rounding out the team to do after these two pairs is first of all Stack Attacker, which gives you a secondary Trick Room setter, which is useful. Plus it gives you something that's useful for sweeping under Trick Room. It's useful for dealing with things like Incineroar and other dark types that maybe deal with Hatterene. Heatran's also a bit of a problem sometimes to this team, so that Body Press lets you get through Heatran. This is running Stone Edge rather than Rock Slide on this team, which I think, first of all, it's more damage to Incin, and higher crit rate means you've got more chance of hitting through Intimidates if you need to do that. Although often you're pressing Body Press into Trick Room. The other thing is, if you look at the other moves that the rest of your team are using, your other sweepers are Hatterene with Expanding Force and Dazzling Gleam, both spread moves. Torkoal with Eruption, Heat Wave, and I mean it has Earthbound, but Earthbound doesn't do any damage, so it's two big moves or spread moves. And then if you run Stone Edge on Stack Attacker, you end up very, very weak to Wide Guard. So, if you run Rock Slide, you end up weak to Wide Guard. So Stone Edge can get around that. I don't think there are that many Wide Guard users at the moment, but something like an Araquanid, for example, could give you a lot of trouble if you don't have Stone Edge. And then Gyro Ball, this thing is like the slowest thing in the game. Gyro Ball is huge damage into most things. Body Press, very useful for getting Intimidate drops. You can hit Incin for super effective damage. Stack Attacker gets defense boosts when it knocks something out, so you get kind of snowbally with Body Press. And then last up is Landorus, which gives you a little bit of speed. Like I said, the original team didn't have Max Speed Lando. I'm just using Max Speed Lando because it's what I had in my box, and I'm comfortable with it. But the ground coverage here is super nice to get through things like Heatran and other fire types can be a little bit difficult to get through. And Incin as well, it gives you a good answer into. So generally, yeah, the way this team works is you'll often be using, like I said, Indeedee Hat with Torkoal and usually the Stack or Lando backend. I don't think you often bring Lilligant backend Or you can go like Lilligant, Torkoal, Indeedee, Hatterene. You can kind of mix it up a little bit, but those are the main modes. You lead with one of your two kind of key lead pairs, and then back it up with whatever pads out the matchup best, basically. But yeah, that's the team. Like I said, this team's won the tournament, so it's clearly a very, very strong team. Yeah, let's jump into battles and see how it goes. Okay, our first battle with this team is... we've got a Salamence on this team. So Salamence Clefairy is pretty unusual. The rest of them are pretty common, like Incineroar, Urshifu, and Registeel. Right off the bat, Torkoal looks really good here. I definitely need to bring Torkoal to deal with the Registeel. I could also go Lando here to deal with the Registeel in the end game, and I think stat comes this one. If I go Torkoal, how do I get TR up? Do I just go Hat and Indeedee? They do have the Rillaboom, which could make Indeedee's life a little bit difficult. In hindsight, I probably should have made this Min Speed Indeedee. Min Speedy. The Sun mode is tempting, just go Lilycole, because then you get like Turbo Eruption. But I think Hat Indeedee is probably slightly safer just for getting TR set up. I'm definitely Torkoal. Do I go Lilligant as my back end then? I feel like I would rather mean Lando back end. Let's try this. It feels like a very non-standard approach to this matchup, but I think... yeah, once TR drops, having Lando here into Registeel, into, well, even Rillaboom and Urshifu actually is really, really nice. Salamence it's not great into, but I'm not worried about Salamence given that I've got Hat DD as my lead. Hat DD is my leady. And we see Instant Reggie. It's mint chocolate flavoured. Okay. Okay, Hatterene's not really threatening any offense here, so if I want to start threatening these two, I think what I have to do is I have to just go Raw Trick Room with Hat. And do I just hard switch Torkoal, I think makes sense. Worst case scenario here, I think, is they parting shot the Hatterene, so Hatterene bounces out, but in that case I can just bring... Oh, I could roll Lilligant for that, actually, that would have been kind of nice. But if that does happen, I can just bring it in DD again and go follow the Eruption next turn. Which I think ends up working. Oh, that's so good. That is so unbelievably good for me. That goes TR. I kind of want to switch the Hat out here, honestly. No, I can probably just hold forwards. Torkoal's going to be doing a lot of damage here. Do I... I'm half tempted to just ignore the Registeel and just go Earth Power, Dazzling Gleam. No, I think I'll fire off an Eruption. Registeel does protect, okay. Fine. I get an Eruption. That's still a pretty significant chunk of damage. Gleam will also do a pretty decent chunk. What could have been fun there actually if I'd gone... Oh, damn, there's loads. Maybe Earth Power would have killed there actually. Yeah, if I'd gone for Protect on Hat... switch Hat into Indeedee and Protect on Torkoal. Could have been good, because then I could just go Helping Hand Eruption this next turn. That could have been fun. Alas, I didn't do that. They're bringing Clef. I don't see how Clef really helps here, honestly. I still think I just press E-Force and Eruption, right? I guess I target the Clefairy just in case they switch a Rillaboom on the Registeel slot or something. But I think I'm content to just do this. Just press the funny spread move. Because Registeel's in a kind of not very favourable spot here. Like, okay, it's at +2 and my Torque Hole's at -1, but at the same time, like, I'm still doing a chunk of damage with Eruptions here. And given that I've taken 0 damage, like, I'm feasibly setting up to be able to get another TR up. Registeel's not actually threatening my Hatterene offensively. Like, obviously I can't damage it. But, okay, here comes Eruption. Okay, actually that did nothing to Registeel, holy crap. Does Expanding Force pick up Clefairy from here? I feel like it might do. Hatterene is insane. Hatterene is genuinely insane, holy crap. The Amnesia again. I don't really physical attackers on this team. I've only got Stag. Which doesn't really match up that well to Registeel. No, Taunt. Oh, I couldn't protect Torkoal, could I? A couple of times ago I was talking about maybe protecting Torkoal, but I couldn't do that because of Taunt. Instinct comes back in. Is that in Gleam range? I can't really tell if that's in Gleam range or not, but I think I am just going to go for Eruption Gleam. Is that correct? 20 times from TR. Need to be a little bit wary of that too. Okay. It looked like Gleam would pick up Instant based on how much it did the first time round. Eruption is still my best damage on Registeel. I could fish for a burn maybe, but I think I just go for damage here. Yeah, I'm just pressing the same buttons again. I'm a very skilled player. I think so, like, Registeel's setting up a bunch of Amnesias, but it's not setting up any Iron Defenses, so it's not threatening offensively. Eruption won't kill Instant here, but that's good damage on Registeel. That's really good damage on Registeel. I go for the Gleam. Pew! Instant die. That is also actually surprisingly good damage on Registeel. Okay, it's crit, that's why I was going to say. I did an absurd amount for a Registeel at +4. Body Press is doing 0 damage into a quad resist. Yeah. Comes in. Mints. Okay. Now the obvious play is just Dazzling Gleam and what am I saying? The obvious play is to Dazzling Gleam and Eruption. But I think if this Salamence has Protect, it might be more worthwhile to go Gleam here to keep the Salamence honest, and then just hard switch my Lando in. And this way I just threaten Registeel next turn. I can actually set up Trick Room again if I need to. King of Lando. Registeel Protect, yep. I can see this being Protect from Salamence as well, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Gleam comes out. More sun, but that's chill. Do I set Trick Room here? I do kind of want to set up another Trick. I know it's weird with Lando on the field, but I kind of want to set another Trick Room. Just blast the Registeel. Puts Torkoal in a really good spot. I get the Earth Power off. I don't think this kills from here because it's a +4, but yeah, I mean that's... Is that range of Expanding Force? Let's go Dragon Claw. This shouldn't do too much. Never mind, they crit me. That's not a crit. Holy crap. Okay, they do get an Iron Defense off, finally. I think my TR... So it would have actually been better than not TR there, but oh well. I think I can just switch in Torkoal and Gleam here, right? I need to bother switching Torkoal. I could just leave an Earth Power. Oop, no, not that. Yeah, I think I just go Gleam Earth Power in this situation. They don't protect. Maybe try to read a switch. Yeah. Solid Lance just goes down. And like, you can kill my Lando here, but then I get Torkoal in no pressure option. Yeah. DP into Lando. Lando drops, and then Torkoal comes in and I win. Okay. 1 game down. And talk. And I've got 3 more turns of Trick Room to work with. Yeah, I mean, I just erupt him, I guess. Same damage. Doesn't really make a difference. The eruptions are the one doing the damage. Yeah. Cool. Like, in theory, if they'd, like, triple protected, then maybe I could have been in a weird spot, but if they if they get a double protect on the last turn of Trick Room, I just switch in my Indeedee and Eruption, then I go follow me Eruption and follow me Eruption, and they'd need a lot of protects to get through that. Alright. 1 down. Let's see how quickly we can get another battle. Never have it been a bit slow sometimes, these ladder tournaments. It's one of the downsides. Oh, never mind. And we've got Josh. What's Josh playing? I'm going to deal a Alolan Persian, Rillaboom, Landorus, Suicune, Entei. Okay. Can they stop Hat Indeedee? I think the answer to that is just no. They could lead Suicune, maybe. Suicune could be a little bit annoying, so I could potentially lead Lilligant to try and get around a Suicune lead. There's just a lot of fake out. Is what I'm concerned about. If they lead Suicune, they can snarl me, which isn't amazing. So if I go Lily Cole, I could feasibly just start spamming Sleep Powders. I still get the threat of After Eruption. I can switch in Indeedee if I need to. I don't think I ever bring Landorus to this one. It kind of sucks in this matchup. The only thing it beats is Entei. Lily Cole, bring Indeedee in the back, and bring Hat, I think, is probably the way to go. Because I'm like I said, I'm just very worried about that Suicune lead. Because Suicune spamming Snarl in front of me makes it kind of difficult for me to just get the damage down that I want to get. So my plan is to try and stop that. If they don't need Suicune, then I look real stupid and I should have just let Hat Indeedee. But if they do need Suicune, then this is better. Yep. Yep. Okay, Suicune Entei's not great. So I could just put the Entei to sleep here. I kind of like, just because, you know, Entei threatens the Lilligant. So I could just go for a Sleep Powder here. I kind of like Sleep Powder Earth Power here. I really don't hate that. I think that's fine. Sleep Powder connects, good start. Go to bed. Entei sleeps. Suicune snarls. And I'll just Earth Power can do there. Probably not that much. Let's see. Oh, that's Assault Vest. Okay. Good to know. I'm going to Sleep Powder the Suicune here and switch in my Hat. I'm banking on not getting sleep. So I'm banking on the Entei not waking up if I do that, is the problem. So if Entei wakes up, I can always protect Hatterene and switch in my Indeedee or just try and put it back to sleep, I guess. But yeah, Torkoal's just not doing any damage here, so I can go Hat, put some stuff to sleep. Lilligant doesn't miss. Let's go. Goggle Suicune could also have been a bit annoying there, but whatever. I'm just going to Leaf Storm the Suicune for damage here. I'm going to go for a TR. Entei can wake up, but if it wakes up, I still don't think it kills Hat from this range. So I can get a Leaf Storm off, and then next turn I can just go for Switch and Expanding Force. Or even switch to Legal Protect. Okay, we see a Citrus Berry on Suicune, so no more recovery for Suicune, which is nice. Anti-Stay Sleeping. So you can stay sleeping, and I get my TR. Okay. A bit lucky with hitting sleep powders and getting sleep turns and stuff, but that's the threat that things like Lilligant pose. You've just got to be so cognizant of it, the fact that it can just do that if it wants to. I don't think it really matters which I target, because I'll always have Psychic Terrain up. Yeah, there's no world in which I don't have Psychic Terrain up this turn, because Lilligant's the fastest thing, always switches last. And now we observe the power of Hatterene. So before this hits, I just want you to know that this is a neutral hit on a spread move that Hatterene's about to hit. There's no helping hand boost or anything, it's just a neutral hit on a spread move. It's Assault Vest Entei. That's a Suicune and an Assault Vest Entei. You do get the Sacred Fire off on Hat. Pretty sure I live this. Just. I'll also live a burn if it burns me. It doesn't burn me. It's fortunate, but we'll take it. It's going to be Rillaboom here. Could be a little bit annoying. But if it's Rillaboom, I can just switch in Torkoal on the DD slot. I think is fine. And Protect. Lando. Oh, you lose. No, you just lose. I just press Expanded Force. Well, if there's a Rillaboom in the back here, then Expanding Force is actually not the right play. Is the thing I'm wary of. I do want to get some damage down on the Lando. I'm just going to double E-Force here. It's going to seem weird to double into the Entei, but the reason I'm doubling into the Entei is because if this is a Rillaboom switch in, I would rather both hits go into Rilla, I think. I could also preemptively... Yeah, actually, my best play there is always preemptively switch Torkoal. Oh, it's Naga. Oh, never mind, you are dead. You are cooked. Why wouldn't you bring Rilla to this matchup? Oh, you lose. Is this a one-shot? This might be a one-shot on both. Jesus Christ, Hatterene is so strong. Oh, this thing's crazy. That's a neutral hit. That's just a neutral hit. No helping hand or anything. It just gone. No Rillaboom in this match as well is weird. I guess the rest of the team kind of scares Rillaboom. Like, Torkoal Rillaboom doesn't do much into. Fake Out's nice into Lilligant, I guess. But, like, Rillaboom's your best answer into Hatterene and DD. I feel like you kind of got to bring it. Even if it doesn't do that great into the rest of the team. Because, like, there was a situation there where I know they wanted to just snarl their way through my Trick Room, which is not a terrible play, honestly. But, yeah, I got a little bit of fortune on sleep turns early on. And then I just won. And it wasn't close. I don't know what my opponent is thinking so hard about. I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure I win this from here. Maybe they're trying to figure out how to turn off their switch most quickly. They're not doing a very good job. Are they just trying to waste my time now because they got bodied? Is that they're upset about the sleep turns and now they are just trying their hardest to waste as much of my time as they can? You have got one Pokemon left. Just press the button, buddy. It's not my fault you didn't bring any Psychic Resists. Or anything immune to sleep. Or anything that can change terrain. Yeah, they're literally just trying to waste as much of my time as they can. I'd say Touch Grass, but Psychic Terrain's up. Dude, really? Get a hobby. If you're watching this video, don't take any of this back. Please get a hobby. Don't do this. It's like you're just wasting people's time for no reason. Angry at children's game. This person is very upset, and that doesn't work, pal. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Yeah, Hat's crazy strong. Hatterene in Psychic Terrain is crazy, crazy strong. Especially in a form where you can't Dynamax to get around the damage. It just does ridiculous amounts. But yeah, that after a minute and a half longer than it should have been. That is going to be it for this episode. I think this has been a good demonstration of how dangerous this Trick Room mode is with like Torkoal Hatterene. If you can get yourself into the right position, you just press the big spread move. Or big spread moves, plural, because you've got double expanding force and eruption. You just press the big spread moves and everything dies. The only thing that really deals with that is like a Heatran, maybe. But I've got Earth Power on Torkoal for Heatran. I've got Stack does okay into Heatran. Lando destroys Heatran. So there are ways around it. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please do leave a like on the video. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. And go follow me on Twitch as well. Link to that is in the description. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.